Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Richard. Going to get your coffee. All right. Rebus. What kind of coffee? Hey, Rhombus, how are you? Hi, Colleen. Wow, Colleen, what are you doing up so early? Colleen, good morning. Hey, Richard, how's it going? Hi, Tiny. Hi, Sonal. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Min says, good morning, Rhombus and Colleen. Friends of Dashers, good beautiful. Excuse me. It's a beautiful morning. It sure is. Tiny says, hi, Sonal. Min says, morning, Sonal. You can't sleep? Aw, so sorry. Hi, Peter. Peter says, hello, everybody. I'm really good, Peter. How's Peter doing? Peter said, hi. I'm gonna make a cup of Dew Egbert's Gold Blend. Okay, enjoy that. Yeah, it's the afternoon for you, right? Colleen says, good morning, Mint. Mint says, good morning, Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Peter Harper. Yeah, Peter Harper. Solo, good morning, Mint. Mint says, I will, thanks, awesome. Tiny says hi to all. Rhombus says, good morning, Mint. Solo says, hello, Rebus. You know what? I think I forgot to put lemon in my tea. Yeah, I gotta run and grab some lemon. You wish you were on that plane, Richard? I wonder where they're going. Where do you think they're going? Peter says, hi, Mint. Hi, Sono. Sono says, hi, Peter. Rhombus says, good morning, May. Rhombus. Mint says, how's everyone? How is everyone? Well, I have to go get some lemon. I'll be right back. All right, sorry about that. Mint says, I don't care. It's going to be somewhere better than the UK, right? Well, I'd like to go to the UK. Oh, look at there's a plane coming right at us. Kelly heard that. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, Kelly Heard. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I have to put some lemon in my tea because I forgot it. All right, there we go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Peter says, hi, Kelly. Kelly, how are you today? Hi, Daisy. I'm good. How are you, Daisy? I'm also good. Thank you so much. I'm good. Legendary Princess. Hey, Princess. She says, good morning, everybody. I hope you have a great and wonderful day. Legendary Princess, thank you. You're always stopping by. Thank you so much. Kelly says, good morning, Mint. And hey, Phoenix. Phoenix. Richard, you're throwing me for a loop. I don't see Phoenix. Okay. Jamie Brown. Hi, Jamie. How's Jamie doing? Reminds me, I need my iPad. Okay, I'll be right back. Hold on. Give me one more minute. Kelly, good morning, Peter. Good morning, Mint. Dylan's doing good. Oh, that's great, Princess. Hey, Jamie Brown. Everybody say hi to Jamie. Hi, Tiny. Welcome back. Uncle Hairball, hey buddy. Uncle Hairball. Uncle Hairball says morning everyone in chat, hashtag chat pack Daisy May. That's right. You tell him, Uncle. Tiny says hi Kelly. Hi Uncle. Min says legendary princess is oh okay Phoenix. Okay. Gotcha. I was gotcha. Good morning, Uncle says Kelly. Peter says hi Tiny. Hi Uncle Hairball. Jason's here, 603 Magnet Pirate Jason. Hey Jason, how's it going? Good morning to all you beautiful people. How's it in New Hampshire, my friend? What's it like up there right now? Describe the weather in New Hampshire. Min says, hey Uncle, Colleen, it's a beautiful day. It is. And a beautiful sunrise, you guys. Head over to the members only sunrise video. It was beautiful. Princess says, hi Jamie. Uncle says, hello Kelly, heard that. Princess, yeah, Daisy, my name used to be Phoenix. Yes. When I see Phoenix, I think of Phoenix Fireside, which is Dolly, and your legendary princess, yes. Sorry about the confusion. Kelly says, hi Tiny. Min says, hello Jason. Sono says, hello Kelly. Colleen, sorry. Uncle Hairball says, hi Peter, hi Mint. Jason says, how are all my beautiful friends doing? Well, I'm doing good. I don't know about everybody, but I'm doing good. How's Jason? Mary! Mary's here. Oh my goodness, Mary, how are you? I think about you all the time. She says, good morning, Daisy. Mary! Oh, so good to see you. Sono says, hello to Jason. Colleen says, morning, Sono. Min says, good morning, Mary. Sono says, I just reached 2.9. Congratulations. Congratulations, Sono. Peter says, hi, Mary. Adrian, hi, Adrian. Welcome. Adrian, good afternoon. Peter, good afternoon. Princess says, hey, Sono. Sono says, hey, Adrian. Jamie Brown says, hi, LP. Jamie, how's it going over there? How's everything going? Hot and humid and 75. Yeah. Same here, but we're 81. Yeah. Min says, hey, Adrian. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Jason. And hi, Sono. Kelly says, I don't know which Kelly sometimes, so I say hi to the wrong people. It's okay. It's all good, Kelly heard that. No worries. Tiny, May, it's 2:09. Good afternoon, Tiny. Good afternoon, Tiny. Sono says, hey, Princess. Sono says, hey, Kelly. Sorry, we have some planes going on. A legendary princess also says, hey, Kelly. Adrian says, Daisy May, could I please have a spanner back? Sure, Adrian. Yes, you may. Okay. Jason says, hi, Uncle. Mary says, good morning, Chocolate Chip and Peter. Mary. Oh, Mary. I just want to hug you, Mary. I just want to hug you. Adrian says, Sono, hello. Sono says, hello, everyone I missed. Adrian says, hey, Mid Chocolate Chip Balls. Legendary Princess says, hey, Mary. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Adrian. Hey, Mary. Kelly says, hi, Sono. Jason says, doing great. My daughter just started working at a daycare. Oh, nice. That's nice. If anyone doesn't know, Jason has twin daughters. Yep. Sono says, thanks, Daisy. Congratulations, Sono. That's so awesome. Min says, I confused you yesterday also when I said Andy. Yeah. Pinned message, Andy. You went to his house for his birthday? The first YouTuber you met? Oh, how nice. That is so cool. That is so cool, Richard. I love that. Sono says, beautiful day for a sunset stream. There you go, Sono. All right. Rhombus says, I'm sorry I missed the last few live streams, but I was moving. No worries, Rhombus. You're moving? Oh, there's a plane. Moving is great. I think starting in a new place is always a good thing, but the act of moving is horrible. The packing, the unpacking, the sorting. Yeah. Welcome back, Rhombus. No worries at all. Mary says, good morning, Princess. Peter says, hi, Adrian. Jason, one daughter's working 2 jobs. The other daughter's working 2 jobs plus summer field hockey. Your girls are busy. I love that, though, because so many of them are just, not busy. Tina says, hi. Hi, Tina. Hi, Jeff. Jeff, YouTube headquarters. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Jeff says, hi, everybody. Tina says, hi. Min says, hi, Tina. Mary says, good morning, Uncle. Someone says, Kelly, I heard that. There's Phoenix Fireside. I see, that's the Phoenix I think of. Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Say hello, Dolly. Hey, girl. Excuse me. Hello, Dolly. Thank you for that floating heart. You are so sweet. You're too sweet. You're too good to me. Min says, hi, Jeff. Excuse me. Kelly says, hi, Jeff. Phoenix Fireside. Good morning, beautiful friends. Peace and blessings to you all. Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you, Dolly. You're so wonderful. Meet the staffies. Hey, meet the staffies. Hi, everyone. And hi, Daisy and everyone. Meet the staffies. You guys know Peter and Buzz and Bolt. Welcome, boys. Welcome from Australia. Mary says, I'm doing okay, Daisy. How about you? I'm doing good, Mary. I'm doing good. Just having some water. Mm-hmm. Tina says, why do people keep losing their mods? I took away all the wrenches. It was nothing against anybody. It was nothing personal. Nobody did anything wrong. I just took them away. That's all. No worries. Thank you, Min, for using those emojis. Uncle Harold says, hey, Jeff and Tiny and Jeff. I'm sorry, Jeff and Rhombus and Tiny. Mint Chocolate Chip says, good morning, Dolly. Kelly says, heck yes, Sonal. Harold says, hey, meet the staffies. Colleen's using emojis. Thank you, Colleen. Sorry, guys, I have a really bad tickle in the back there. Sonal says, hello, Phoenix. Tina says, hi, Sonal. Jeff, hi, Hairball. Adrian says, Daisy, thank you. You're welcome, Adrian. Rhombus says, hello, Uncle. Tiny says, hi, Fireside. Sonal says, congratulations, Jason. Uncle says, Tina, hi. Mary's got hugs. Thank you, Mary. Kelly said, hi, Phoenix. Sonal, it was a great milestone. Awesome, Sonal. So happy for you. You're going to keep growing. You're going to keep on growing little by little. You're just going to keep going up. Yep. Princess says, you guys take it easy. Thank you, Legendary Princess. Thank you so much. You guys have a great day, too. Tina says, hi, Tiny. Peter says, hi, Phoenix. Hi, Tina. Tiny says, hi, Tina. Tina says, Tiny K, did you lose your wrench? Mary says, just a question. Did I do something wrong? I'm not blue anymore. No, we did anything wrong. No, we did anything wrong. I just took away the wrenches. That's all. More or less like an experiment. That's all it is. It's an experiment. Absolutely not, Mary. No. Justin says, good morning, everyone. Kelly says, I hope that I never have to move again. Well, I know I have to move again because we can't afford to live at the beach anymore. But who knows when that's going to happen. Hi, Justin Garza. How's it going? Princess. Bye, Princess. Legendary Princess. Thank you so much. Sonal says, hey, Justin. Tina says, Chrome said not to. That's a message. Tiny says, yeah, but that's okay, Tina. Justin says, good morning. Good to see you, Sonal. Phoenix says, Peter, good morning, blessings. Jamie Brown says, hi, Justin. Uncle says, hi, Phoenix. Mint says, double tap the screen and subscribe. It's free and a beautiful place to be. Thank you, Mint. Thank you, my friend. Pin you up. Justin says, hi, Jamie. Sonal says, you too, Justin. Jeff says, hi, Kelly. Tina says, I'm not blue either. Go Hairball says, hi, Jamie Brown. Mint says, good morning, Justin. Sonal says, hello, meet the staffies. Justin says, hi, Mint. Jamie says, hi, Uncle. Tiny runs to Phoenix and gives her some love. Mint says, hey, Jamie Brown. Kelly's just emoji. Thank you, Kelly. Sonal, leaving this running, have to get ready for work. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you so much, Sonal. Jamie says, hi, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Tina says, runs to Kelly. Peter Harper, it's nice to see everyone in here, isn't it? It is, Peter. Thank you, Peter, for being here. Sonal says, hey, Jamie. Jamie says, hi, Sonal's all about freedom. Phoenix, Tiny K. Sonal says, I learned from DJM that too many mods isn't good for the channel. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, Sonal, but I don't know. I've been growing steadily, and I've had a lot of mods on my channel. So, you know, take it with a grain of salt. If you have a lot of mods and your channel's still growing, you know, not everything everybody tells you is the truth, but just take it with a grain of salt. Phoenix says, Solo, good morning. Uncle Hairball's using emojis. Thank you, Uncle. Mint says, it is Peter. I feel so relaxed and absolutely a pleasure to be on such a wonderful community. Aww. Welcome, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Kelly says, I just found out how to send links. Thank you, Kelly. Uncle Hairball says, sausage. Tiny, no kidnapping anybody. Sonal, I need new content if my channel is big. I need new content if my channel is big. It depends. Like, I don't know. I'm a firm believer in doing in your channel things that you love to do. Oh, there's another plane. You know, my channel, I'm always changing and adapting. But yet I keep some stuff the same, you know? Just do what works for your channel, Sonal. Not everybody knows what's best for your channel. Kelly, I'm so glad that I found your place, Daisy. It's my first YouTube deal besides watching videos. Aw, thank you, Kelly. And you know, I love that you're here. Thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet. Phoenix says, Uncle, good morning, blessings, Uncle. Mint, Sonal, just be you, keep doing you, and you will grow. Look at how far you've come in the time you've been around. Right, Mint, exactly. Do what you do. Don't do what somebody else tells you to do. Brylon Farm, hello, Brylon Farm. Everybody say good morning to Stacy. She says, hello, Kelly and friends. Hi, Brylon Farm. Meet the Staffies. Looks like a lovely day. It is a lovely day, Peter. It is. Welcome, you guys. Peter says, definitely mint chocolate. Bless you, my friend. Kelly says, hi, Stacy. Uncle Hairball says, Daisy, you mean our tea time scenery is going to change? We'll see what happens. I'm going to make it just as beautiful if we ever do get out of here. Cheers, guys. Cheers. There we go. Uncle says, hello, Brylon Farm. Mint, you too, Peter. Your positivity helps us all, too. You always bless this channel with your kind words and gestures. Yes. Peter Harper is amazing. He's so kind and caring. Peter Harper, awesome. Mint says, hello, meet the Staffies. Phoenix Fireside. Uh-oh. Here's everyone. Here's your wrench. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Mint says, hey, Brylon Farm. Mary says, that's not true. What's not true, Mary? Tiny says, but May, just one person. Kelly says, LOL, Phoenix. Mint says, I planned to do the Great Escape. Rubberneck, hey, Rubberneck. Rubberneck says, hey, it's Taco Tuesday. Taco Tuesday. I could go for tacos. Uncle says, stupid allergies are jacked up. Oh, sorry, Uncle. Sorry. Brylon Farm says, hey, Kelly and Uncle. Brylon Farm. Beautiful Stacy's here, everybody. Mint says, hey, Rubberneck. Jenny's Cozy Corner. Jenny's here. Jenny says, good morning. Hi, Jenny's Cozy Corner. Welcome. Kelly says, you're welcome, Daisy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are all here. Enjoying my tea. Enjoying talking to you guys. Mint says, hello, Jenny. Kelly says, good morning, Jenny. Rubberneck, everyone be yourself. No one else can be you. That's the key. That's the key right there, Rubberneck. That's the key right there, everybody. What she just said, be you. Just because something works on somebody else's channel doesn't mean it will work for you. It could work for you. It might work for you. But be you. Do your own thing. Don't be copying other people's channel, other people's content. Do what comes to you. Do what you love. People will come to you just because it's you. Good advice, Rubberneck. Brian Farm says, hi, Mint, good to see ya. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Lisa farts a lot. Lisa farts a lot. Did I miss her? Lisa farts a lot. I didn't miss her. Rhombus, when I was a younger man, I used to move furniture all day long to help housing the homeless, excuse me. Now I move a few boxes and chairs and I feel like I'm gonna be sore for the next week and a half. I know. I was thinking about that recently too, like mint chocolate chip balls. He's been painting his home, his place. And I'm like, remember when you could knock out like you have your friends come over when you were young, and your friends would come over for a weekend and everybody would help you paint and you would buy beer and food and it was a good time. You get the whole apartment painted in a weekend, right? But when you get older, like everybody else has their own places to take care of. So if you're painting, you're most likely doing it by yourself or with maybe a person or two. But everybody remember that? Just like moving, yeah. But before you can move, in a day or a weekend. And now it's like, this move is gonna like kill me, right? I hear ya. I hear you, Rhombus. Min says, YouTube Brylon Farm. Phoenix Fireside. Oh, look, a plane. It's the new equivalent to, oh, look, squirrel. Beautiful. I'd rather see the squirrels. I would rather see the squirrels. Susanna, single mom, is here. Single mother, Susanna. Hi, Susanna. Welcome. Peter says, thanks, Mint Chocolate Chip. Tiny says, no. Peter said, hi, Brylon. Mint says, hi, Susanna. Good morning. You're welcome, Peter. Mint says, Uncle Hairball, Susanna, proud single mother. How's it going? Tina says, okay, so 2 people. Rubberneck says, hello, Mint. Kelly says, tacos sound good. Nobody really. Hey, nobody really. Welcome, nobody really. Welcome. Handmade Homegrown. Hi, Handmade Homegrown. She says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Handmade. How are you? She's using those emojis. Thank you. Nobody really says, here is the commercial. Take 1 second out of the day and hit that subscribe button. Leave us a comment and please hit that like button. Your support is appreciated. Nobody really. Thank you. You are so smart. Nobody really. Thank you, thank you. Meet the staffies. Hi, Mint Chocolate, and who I missed. Sort of listening in the background. And nobody really says, why do I do things that I do? I don't even know why I do things that I do. Nobody really. Thank you. Rubberneck says, morning, Kelly. Mary says, too many mods. I didn't agree with the statement. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I did it, honestly. I've been thinking about doing it. If people want their link dropped, anybody here, any mod will drop a link. Yeah. Uncle says, not today, sport. Phoenix says, taco salad sounds good. Yeah, that does sound good. Oh, I don't have any lettuce. Another plane. Oh, too close. Too much. Min says, hey, nobody. Kelly says, good morning. Good morning, nobody. Rubberneck says, good morning, nobody. Uncle says, hey, Rubberneck. Nobody really says, subs of rubber. Uncle says, nobody really. How's it going? Rubberneck says, good morning, Lisa. Lisa. I don't see Lisa. I don't know what I missed. Min says, good call, Uncle. I missed that because I didn't have all the messages on. Tiny says, hi, nobody. Kelly says, good morning, Rubberneck. Mint Chocolate Chip says, good morning, Lisa. Nobody really says, hello, hello, nobody really. Tiny says, hi, RR. Phoenix says, Rubberneck. Good morning, blessings. Nobody really says, Tiny, hello. Nobody really sent 100 jewels. Thank you. Nobody really, thank you. He sent 100 jewels. Thank you so much. So kind of you. Rubberneck says, thanks. Gotcha. Also, nobody really. Uncle Hairball says, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Control Sniper, LOL. Rubberneck says, morning, Uncle Hairball. Phoenix says, nobody really. Hey there. Nobody says, leave me a comment on a short. Adrian says, Mint Chocolate Chip. There you go. Mint Chocolate says, yes, Uncle. Got to take out the trolls. Thank you, guys. Rubberneck says, morning, Susanna. Kelly says, I had barbecues for 50 people and cooked it all myself. And now I don't feel like cooking for me. Right? I understand, Kelly. Yeah. Adrian dropped a link for Sonal. Thank you. Phoenix says, good morning, blessings. Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Hey, Corey, welcome. Corey says, good morning. Brian Farm says, hello, Crafty. Otts, I want this boat. Hi, Otts. I'd like that boat, too. I would like it, too. Min says, I got Adrian at Magnetic North. Hey, Lee. Magnetic North Adventures says, hi, Kelly. Hi, Mint. Hi, Lee. How's it going? Good morning. Actually, for you, it's good afternoon. Good afternoon, Magnetic North Adventures. Mint says, hi, Corey. Uncle says, Kelly, me too. I can throw a heck of a cookout and end up making myself a sandwich. Right? Tiny says, hi, North. Mint says, hey, Lee. Kelly says, good morning, Magnetic. Lee says, hi, Tiny. Handmade Homegrown says, hey, Stacy, how's it going? Corey says, hi, Mint. Adrian says, mint chocolate, thank you. Lee says, hey, Kelly. Hey, Corey. Kelly says, yes, Uncle. Meet the Staffies. It seems like a plane date, right? Lots of planes today. Yeah. How's it going over there, Peter? Corey says, hi, Lee. Lee says, hi, Adrian. Uncle Hairball says, let us pray. Peter Michael, Florida. Yeah, hi, Peter. We have another Peter Michael. Welcome, Peter. Lee says, hello, Rubberneck. Adrian says, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. How's it going? Magnetic North says, morning, Lisa. Uncle Hairball says, Corey's Outdoor Adventures. Hi. Lee says, morning, all. Good morning, Lee. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Lee. Mint Chocolate Chip says, hi, Peter Michael. Tiny says, North is here. Corey says, hi, Uncle Mate. Phoenix Fireside, Uncle Lettuce. Magnetic North says, hi, Dolly. Corey says, hi, Tiny. Tiny says, hi, Lisa. Magnetic North says, hi, Uncle. Corey. Adrian says, here's Corey's outdoor link. Thank you, Adrian. Corey says, hi to Adrian. Rubberneck says, hello, Magnetic. Inga's back. Inga, welcome back. Inga Roth, I remember you. She said hi, or he. Adrian says, Magnetic North, how's it going? Rubberneck says, morning, handmade. Tiny says, hi, Corey. Min says, I had a chicken vindaloo for dinner last night. My toilet won't be happy later. Oh, Mint, you're too much. Magnetic North says, doing good, thank you. Hope you're all well. Sure am, Lee, sure am. Phoenix says, Lee, good afternoon, beautiful soul. Adrian, here's Magnetic North, thank you. Tiny says, hey, Corey. Mint says, hey, handmade. Easy Home Cooking. Hello, sister. Hello, Easy Home Cooking. Welcome. Phoenix says, don't miss out. Set your notification bell. So that so that you don't miss when she goes live. Hit that like and subscribe, share. Thank you. Thank you. Rubberneck says, hello there, Tiny. Easy says, thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Magnetic North says, hope you're well, Dolly. All right, there we go. Hello, Easy Home Cooking. How's it going? Magnetic North says, hi, Easy. Easy's using emojis. Thank you. Mint says, hi, Easy Home Cooking. Easy says, hi. Rubberneck says, hello, Peter. Morning, Lee. Uncle Hairball says, hello, Easy Home Cooking. Inga said, hi. Hello, Inga. Easy Home Cooking says, Magnetic North, hello. Mint says, hi, Inga. Meet the Staffies. All well here. Thanks, Daisy. Taking Buzz back to the vet tomorrow for his leg. Okay. Give those doggies some love from me, okay? Uncle Hairball says, hey, Inga. Mike the Bike Dasher. Hey, Mikey. Everybody say hi to Mike the Bike Dasher. You guys all know Mike. Hello, Michael. Rubberneck says, welcome, Inga. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Mike. Magnetic North says, thanks, Adrian. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Mike. Mike says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Lee says, hi, Mike. Rubberneck says, hi, Mike. Easy Home Cooking says, Uncle Hairball, hello. Mike the Bike Dasher says, hello, Mint Chocolate Chip. Magnetic North says, hi, meet the Staffies. Mike says, hello, Rubberneck. Easy Home Cooking, hello, friend. Hello. Lee says, is Daisy well? Oh, yes, she's great. Rubberneck says, hello, Easy Home Cooking. Handmade says, good morning to everyone I've missed. Hey, Handmade and Homegrown. Lovely lady. Uncle Hairball says, hi, handmade, homegrown. Phoenix says, I feel like I need to reboost my algorithm and double click my notifications for people. I need all notifications for because I have too many. Aw, I know, it can be really confusing, right? I know. Lee says, I like the change with mods. Thank you offering me one as I want to keep channel. And you save this one, only other mod. Yes. It was nothing against anybody. Nobody did anything wrong. I just decided to take them away and re-give them out as I want to. If people are coming here just to be a mod, like, why? You know? I want you to come and be my friend. I don't want you to come just because you're a mod. If somebody wants their link dropped, just ask somebody, please drop my link, and a moderator will drop it. Inga says, yes, my name is Inga Roth from Romania. Yes, I remember you. Yeah. Meet the Staffy says, hi, Lee. Phoenix Fireside, airplane, yes. Rubberneck, I'll keep repeating in my head that song from movie Meatballs. Only I keep seeing it mint balls, like LOL. Thanks, Mint. Chocolate chip balls. I know it. Our buddy, Richard. Yeah. Excuse me, guys. Lee says, I'll be doing the same, so only 6 mods on my channel. Okay. Rubberneck says, exactly, Daisy, right? Uncle Hairball says, I don't have any mods. I'm trying to figure out who I want. There you go. Min says, LOL, Rubberneck. Yeah, I don't understand the thing with the mods. I don't understand why people get upset. If you want to connect with people, we can drop links. My moderators can drop a link for you. It doesn't have to be everybody's a mod. It's kind of defeating the purpose, you know what I mean? The moderator's job is to keep the channel safe, the chat safe, the host safe, everybody safe. They enforce the guidelines of YouTube and my own, as well as in my own channel. And it's not a big deal, okay? It's not a big deal. Excuse me. Meet the Staffies. Have a great day, Daisy, and everyone off to bed. Thank you so much, Peter. Meet the Staffies, everybody. You check out Meet the Staffies. They're a wonderful, wonderful channel. Great man. Beautiful dogs. You have a good night's sleep, my friend. Good night, Meet the Staffies. Min says, good night, Meet the Staffies. Handmaid says, I'm doing well, thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. Uncle Hairballs can always just search their name on YouTube. That's hard to do, though. Sometimes you just don't find them. Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. Hey, good morning, Grumpy. Welcome. Happy Tuesday, folks. Lee says, I'm here to be a friend and to keep things safe from, yeah, right. And I love that you're here, Lee. Yep. And I trust you. Mint says, I only have your best interest at heart to keep your channel clean. Yes, yes. Thank you, Mint. Uncle says, take care, Meet the Staffies. Magnetic North says, hi, Grumpy. Grumpy says, hey, Lee. Sono, Lee, you can remove my mod in your channel. I will still support you. Yeah, I'm still supporting all the channels. Whether I'm a mod in there or I'm not. I don't even care. Min says, morning, Grumpy. Sono, Magnetic North says, hi, Sono. Sono says, hi, Lee. Rubberneck. Some people want that moderator because it gives them a bit more power, which can be abused by the wrong people with bad intentions. Exactly. Exactly right, Rubberneck. Yeah. Excuse me. Grumpy says, hi, Mint. Hi, Mint. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Grumpy. Magnetic North says, I know that Sono appreciate you. Grumpy says, hi, Uncle. Magnetic North says, hi, Sono, and good morning. Sono says, you're welcome, Lee. You're welcome. Thank you, everybody. I'm trying to hydrate, guys. I'm so sorry. Sean, Miss Daisy, there's a major hurricane near Hawaii. Really, Sean? I did not know that. Rubberneck, I'm here because I enjoy it, not because I got a wrench. I appreciate the wrench, but never asked for it. I will not abuse it. Thanks, Daisy. Thank you, Rubberneck. Yeah, I trust you. I know the people who have the good intentions, and the most people who come here have good intentions. It's nothing personal, anybody. It's nothing personal. Uncle says, I just like mod so I can be on guard duty against the trolls. Exactly. Have my back. I need people to have my back. Someone says, hey, Sean, long time. Brandy, hey, Brandy. Good morning, dropping a like, my friend. Thank you, Brandy. You're awesome. Everybody, check out Brandy, okay? Uncle Hairball says, hi, Sean. Mint says, I come to dominate a Scrabble. We're putting that up there. There you go. Uncle says, hi, Brandy. Magnetic North says, Sonal's there for everyone. It lifts the burden. If it's too much, I want mods, let me know. I want to help where I can. Yep. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. Mint says, hey, Brandy, Sonal, Rubberneck, me too. I'm here to support not getting a wrench. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you. Magnetic North says, hi, Brandy. Rubberneck says, those that take it personally probably don't need the wrench. Exactly right. It's nothing personal against anybody. It's not. Sonal says, hello, Brandy. Magnetic North says, hi, Sean. Brandy says, hi, Magnetic and Sonal. Mary, are you still here? I want to talk to Mary if Mary's here. Sean says, the hurricane is called Iona. I did not know that. California Dreamin'. Just stopping by to drop a like. Have a blessed day, everyone. Thank you, Tori. California Dreamin' is Tori, everybody. Thank you, Tori. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hitting the like button. You have a blessed day as well. How's your leg? Or your foot? You said you were in a boot. Sonal says, I'm here to play kerplunk. There you go, Sonal. There you go, Sonal. I love it. Mint says, hi, Tori. Brandy says, hi, Uncle. Uncle says, Rubberneck, true. Magnetic North says, hi, California. Sonal says, hi, California. Uncle Hairball says, gah, cup's empty again. Be right back. You got it, Uncle. Mint Chocolate Chip, I never asked for a wrench or even complained when it was removed. It's the host's choice, and I respect and abide by the rules. Thank you, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Thank you, my friend. Handmade Homegrown says, I still support the people who have unsubbed to me because of my mod change. You lost subs over that? Like you, it is nothing personal. It's just easier for me to manage, right? Yes, exactly, Handmade. Yes. Oh, wait, there's Mary. Goodbye, Daisy. You have a good one. I don't take it personally. I just needed to know if I did something wrong. But girl, wait, no, don't go yet. Oh, Mary. Oh, I wanted to ask about your mom. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, no, you didn't. Nobody did anything wrong, especially you. Oh my goodness, no, not you. I love you. You're fantastic and amazing. I'm wondering how your mom is, Mary. I didn't want to upset you. Oh, Mary, thank you so much for being here. No, you did nothing wrong. Nobody did anything wrong. Nobody, not one person did anything wrong. Uncle says, hello, Tori. Sonal says, most people get upset over wrench, but they will come around. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Right? If somebody wants one, they can ask for one. I mean, somebody that used to have one, you know. Magnetic North says, hi, Mary. Mint says, take care, Mary. California Dreamer says, yes, Miss Daisy, I'm in a boot for at least 6 weeks, a torn ligament. That's right, torn ligament. Geez, Tori, take care, girl. Rubberneck is right on Mint. Tori says, hey, everyone. Sonal says, Mint, me too. Mint says, I'm still subbed Handmade. I just had not had time to come by your channel. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to get to everybody. It's so hard. Tiny, I'm going to go take a nap. All right, Tiny. Magnetic North says, take care, Tiny. Rubberneck says, hello, Mary. Magnetic says, Sonal, thank you. Magnetic says, they have a chance. Sharebear, good morning, Sharebear. Sharebear says, good morning, everyone. Hello. Handmaid says, thank you, Mint Chocolate Chip. I appreciate you. Sonal says, Lee, I was about to say remove the comment, even green. Sharebear says, California Dreamin'. Oh, no, what did you do? Sonal says, you're welcome, Lee. Mint says, you're welcome, Handmade. Bruce, it's Gator over there. Hi, Bruce. Good morning, Bruce. Peter says, sorry to disappear. I was having lunch. Oh, no, go enjoy your lunch, Peter. Enjoy it. Ghostface, why was I in time? I literally just asked what's up in here with the what. I don't know, Ghostface, but welcome. It couldn't have been an accident. Okay, it could have been an accident, but welcome, Ghostface. Welcome. Handmade Homegrown said it's very hard to visit everyone every day, but you do your best. That's all you can do. Sometimes I end up in streams too long and then I can't make it to everybody else. But I do the best I can do, right, Handmade? Right. Bruce said hi. Hi, Bruce. Min says hi, Bruce. Shiver says hi to everybody. She says hi, everybody. Magnetic ignores says I changed my shirt, Sonal. Min says good morning, Share Bear. Rubberneck is probably accent ghost. California Dreamer says you said a cuss word. We don't cuss in here. Oh, okay. I missed that, guys. I missed it. Magnetic North says hi, Bruce. No mercy, Maddie's here. Hey, Maddie. Kelly, my friend, much love to you and hubby and wee Daisy. Oh, Maddie, thank you. Maddie, thank you for being here, my friend. Maddie, Maddie, thank you so much for being here. Oh my goodness. How's Chloe doing? How are you doing? Someone says, Ghostface, you need to watch your language. You said the H word and it's not allowed. Yeah, no swearing, guys. No swearing. Handmaid says, hello, Sherbert. Good to see you, my friend. Bruce said, I just subscribed. Thank you, Bruce. Welcome back. Ghostface. Oh, my bad. I forgot it's 2025. Yeah, we don't need that either. Magnetic North says, hi, Maddie. Sherbert says, hello, handmade, homegrown. Mint says, hey. Mint. Call him Maddie. Tiny says hi to all. Maddie says, hey, Lee. Uncle says, hey, Share Bear. Lee says, hey, Mint. No cussing, that's right. Magnetic says, hi, Share Bear. Bleep. Nobody really. No mercy, Uncle Hairball. Hi, Tiny. Okay, well, we just asked you not to swear. That's all. It's okay. You're all good. Share Bear says, no mercy says, hi, Maddie. Hi, Share Bear. Tiny says, hi, Maddie and Bear. Someone says, no swearing, no politics, definitely no religion. There we go. Let's pin that up. Thank you, Sonal. Maddie says, hi, Share Bear. Sonal says, hello, Maddie. Share Bear says, hi, Tiny. Sonal says, the genius nomad is here. Uncle Hairball says, no profanity in here. My channel, on the other hand, that's different. Bruce is loose. Good morning. Hey, Bruce is loose. What a cute name that is. Hi, Bruce. Rubberneck says, hi, Share Bear. Maddie says, hi, Sonal. Share Bear says, LOL, Uncle California Dreamin'. Sorry for yesterday, Miss Daisy. I do really appreciate you and you love. Aw. Tori, it's okay. I love you too. And I love that you come and play Scrabble with us and with me. So please come back and play Scrabble again, okay? That was nothing against you. I saw your word. I looked for a spot to find your, to put it, and I could not find one. That's all. I always want you to be heard, and I don't ever want you to go away mad, okay? Sonal says, hey, Bruce. Min says, hey, Bruce is loose. Maddie says, my apologies for my name. You're all right. You're okay. Peter says, hi, Share Bear. Sonal says, you're welcome. Bruce is loose says, hello, Sonal. Good to see ya. Rubberneck says, good morning, California Dreamin'. Jenny's Cozy Corner says, hi, Bruce. Mint's using emojis. Thank you, Mint. Jenny says, hi, Ghostface. Share Bear says, Maddie, LOL. Colvo, nice dog. Hi, Colvo, thank you. Her name is Daisy. Peter says, hi, Rubberneck. California Dreamin' says, morning, Rubberneck. Bruce is loose says, mint chocolate chip. Hey, how's it going? Magnetic North Adventures says, hi, Jenny. Jenny says, hi, handmade. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Jenny. Rubberneck says, hello, Peter Harper. Jenny says, hi, California Dreamin'. Handmaid says, hello, Jenny. Mint says, hi, Jenny. Jenny says, hi, Magnetic. Tori says, oh, I will be back for Scrabble besides Richard needs competition. There you go. There you go, Tori. I love it. Thank you, Tori. Bruce says, hey, Jenny, good morning. Uncle Hairball says, hey, Bruce. Jenny says, hi, Colvo. Bruce says, Lou says, Daisy's at your boat. No, I don't have a boat. I do not have a boat. No. I don't have a boat. Nope. Tori says, hey, Jenny. Cobble says, looks hot there in England. You're in England. Yeah, we have 83 degrees. 83. Welcome from England. Sonal says, Daisy, I still pop into people's live streams, even with no wrench. Me too, Sonal. I don't even care if I have a wrench or not. I don't care. I don't care. It makes no difference to me. Maddie, how are you, Kelly? I'm good, thank you. Chloe is okay, but lots of pain. Oh, that poor girl. And you said it's just going to be that way until she has the baby, right? Oh, God bless her. Peter says, I'm in England too. Right on. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Colville. Sonal says, fun fact, I can find a channel even without one. I can find people channel even without one. Mint, LOL Tori, don't ask for help then if you think your competition against me. Now, you be nice, Richard. Sometimes you need some help. Bruce says they could at least invite you. How rude. I know, Bruce. I agree. I agree with you. Colville, it's raining here, obviously. Haha. Oh, because you're in England? California Dreamer says, haha, Richard, right, Richard? You're such a jokester. Rubberneck says, everyone remember there's a multiple people in chat. Games being played and Miss Daisy tries her best. Sometimes she will miss things. It's hard to keep balance 24/7, so I ask everyone, please have mercy. Thank you. Thank you, Rubberneck. Yeah, there's a lot going on that you don't see. You guys see this. But what I see is this, that, her. I have neighbors. I'm trying to listen for my neighbors. I don't want to spill my tea. There's a lot going on. Thank you, Rubberneck. Mint says, hi, Colville. I'm from the UK, too. Sonal says, Mint, if you need competition, bring it on. Bring it. Bring it, Richard. Peter says, hi, Richard. Maddie says, yes, they may induce her scan tomorrow. Oh, boy. Oh, keep us posted, Maddie. I'll try to make sure I stop by your channel, too. See how everything's going. Oh, good luck to her and you guys. Good luck. Mint says, LOL, Sonal challenge accepted. Uh-oh. We have a Scrabble game going on this afternoon. Uncle Hairball says, yeah, what Rubberneck said. And patience, I have patience. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you. Sonal says, did Mint eat Smarties candy? Bruce says, this chat is chill. Mint says, whereabouts, Peter Harper? I'm in Manchester. Magnetic says, hi, Bruce. Magnetic says, hi, Peter. Anne's here. Hi, Anne. Everyone say hi to Anne from Anne's place. Anne says, good afternoon. Bruce says, hey, Magnetic. Jenny says, yes, Bruce, lovely people in here. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Anne. Rubberneck says, yes, and patience is needed also. Right on, Uncle Hairball. Thank you, guys. Magnetic says, hi, Colville. Anne says, my name is Green. Hi, Anne. Snowland says, Mint, make sure you don't get lost again. Anne says, why? Jenny says, hi, Anne. Magnetic North says, hi, Anne. Rubberneck says, hello, Anne. Anne says, hi, Uncle. Aw, thank you, Maddie. A wee treat for wee Daisy. Aw, you are so sweet. Thank you, Maddie. My friend, no mercy, Maddie. Thank you, my friend. So kind of you. Anne says, hi, Magnetic North. Bruce says, Annie, did you join her channel? Maddie says, hi, Anne. Sonal says, hi, Maddie. Sonal says, hello, Anne. Magnetic North says, I'm near Sheffield. Sherbert says, hi, Anne's place. Mint Chocolate Chip says, Sonal, there was 2 favorite games for me growing up, Scrabble and Countdown Carol Wonderman. Anne says, hi, Rubberneck. Hi, Sherbert. Uncle says, Anne's place, Daisy cleaned house, took everybody's wrenches. Mary's Gigs. Hey, Mary. Hi, Mary. How's it going? Mary's Gigs is here, everybody. Mint says, hi, Anne. Maddie says, hi, Mary. Magnetic North says, Anne's asking why she's green. Yes, because I took away all the wrenches. Not because anybody did anything. Nobody did anything. Nothing happened. I just took them all. That's all. Anne says, hi, Sonal. Mary says, hey, Maddie. Mint Chocolate Chip Ball says, hi, Mary's Gigs. Matt Magnetic North says, hi, Mary's Gigs. Sonal says, Mint, oh my. Mary's Gigs says, hey, Mint. Rubberneck. Morning, Mary's Gigs. Sonal says, hello, Mary. Uncle Hairball says, no frills is Maddie. 2 Ds or 2 Ts? I always do 2 Ts, but I don't know. I always did. I could be totally wrong. Steven. Hey, Steven. Steven G's here. Everybody say hi to Steven. Hello, Steven. Happy Tuesday. How are you today? Shearbird says, hi, Mary Skiggs. Min says, I'm from Huddersfield, originally Lee. Mary Skiggs says, you don't trust me anymore. No, it's got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. If you want a wrench, it's all you gotta do is tell me you want it back. But I just took them all of them. If you want it, it's all gotta ask me and I'll give it to you back. Uncle Harold writes it down. Jenny says, hi, Mary. Mary says, have a great day, bye. Steven says, hi, Magnetic. Ann says, hi, Mary. Uncle says, hey, Steven. Min says, hi, Steven. John Clayton, is this Eastern Shore? Yes, it is. This is the East Coast of the United States. Barbara Neck says, you also Mary Skiggs. Yeah, Mary, have a good day, girl. That was brief. All right. Uncle says, hey, Mary Skiggs. Ann says, so now we can't connect easily with others. People can drop links. If you guys want your links dropped, you can just say that and somebody can drop a link for you. Someone says, I got upset when people ask me for a wrench and question me why they remove it. I don't understand what the problem is. Why do people care if you're blue or not? I don't get it. John, is this Virginia? No, this is Florida, John. It's Florida. Min says, hi, John. John says, hello, mint chocolate chip. I'm in... Oh, get out of here, John. You're in Virginia? We have friends in Virginia. Yeah, we have friends in Virginia. Magnetic Door says, hi, John. Clayton, this is Florida. Ann says, hi, Mint. John says, okay, cool. Okay. So, yeah, it's just, I don't understand. If they complain about a wrench, then they truly don't support you, in my opinion. I don't understand what the big to-do is about a wrench. I don't understand. If people can drop links for you and they can connect through the link, what is the difference? John says, it's a weird name and hard to pronounce. That's why I skipped over it. Barbara next says, YouTube has a search thing. You can search for channels by name. Sono says, I'm sweating in this heavy jacket right now. Ann says, it's just easier to connect with others, but it's totally, yeah, I get it, Ann. It is. Steven. In the office today, so can't stay, unfortunately. Thank you, Steven. Whoa. Wow, thank you, Steven G. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Wow, Maddie and Steven, thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Uncle Hairball says, I'm not allowed in Virginia. Sono says, in the heavy jacket. Magnetic Door says, bless you, Steven G. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Steven. John says, Uncle Hairball, why can't you be in Virginia? Ann says, yes, Rubberneck, I've spent hours trying to find the right person when there's many with the same channel name. That's true. Yeah. Steven says, don't wrench me, please, too much labor. Steven. I like it, Steven. Magnetic North says, Steven, I've connected. Maddie says, Steven, thank you for your generosity. Yes, thank you, Steven and Maddie. Thank you, thank you. Uncle Harold says, you know the saying, Virginia is for lovers. Handmaid says, exactly, Kelly. I always share a link no matter what color they are in my chat. Right. Right. Anybody can drop, any moderator can drop a link for anybody. It's nothing personal, you guys. It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal. B says, I just saw an alligator. There you go. I just saw an alligator. I'll pin you up, my friend. Ann says, hi, Handmaid. Uncle says, they're having an air show out there. Lots of planes. I know. A lot of planes today. Yeah. Rubberneck, so you're a fighter, not a lover, Uncle. Handmaid says, hello, Ann. It's good to see you. Sono says, I did an overnight stream at midnight and saw Miss She Cooks sent me a gift. Oh, how nice, Sono. How wonderful. I just saw an alligator, yeah. California Dreamin', I'm back. Had to get some coffee. Cheers, Miss Daisy. Cheers. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Tori. Share bear, someone's up. That's nice. Ann says, I'll be right back. You got it, Ann. No worries. Hi, Brad. Brad says, good morning. Hello, Brad. How are you? Good morning, Brad. Sonal, I'm happy. In fact, I'm happy to be gray. Sonal. Uncle Harold says, rubberneck, it depends on the situation. I prefer to be a lover, but I'll be a fighter if I have to. Sonal says, Shearbear, she's a great supporter of my channel. Yes, Shearbear's wonderful. She cooks is wonderful. Violet, hi Violet, welcome. Brad says, hello Mag. Violet, what a pretty name, Violet. Rubberneck, that's exactly what I thought. Uncle Hairball, just poking at ya. Mint says, I need to go take a shower, Daisy. Got an appointment to attend to. Have a lovely morning. Thank you, mint chocolate chip balls, Richard. Thank you, buddy. You have a good rest of your day, okay? Let me know if you're coming back later for Scrabble. Scrabble, 2 o'clock, all right? Thank you, mint chocolate chip balls. Lee, Shearbear has been there for me for a very long time. Me too. She goes way back to, not the beginning, but almost. Yeah. Shearbear's amazing. Magnetic North says, hello, Violet. Hector, morning, Miss Daisy, and Morgan Freeman's voice. Hey, Hector. Good morning, Hector. How's it going? Uncle Hairball says, been in the old odd scrap or two over the years. Oh, and a little scrap, yeah. A little fight there. Violet says, thank you, Violet, for being here. Mint says, take care, everyone. I hope you all have an amazing day and blessed day. Thank you, Mint Chocolate Chip Balls. Right back to you, buddy. Right back to you. Sonal says, hello, Violet. Shearbear says, hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Richard says, yes, I will play. Put me down for Scrabble. You got it, Mint. I got you, Richard. You got it. Hector says, hey, Sonal, my man. Magnetic North says, hi, Hector. Uncle Hairball says, thank you, mint chocolate chip balls. Shearbear says, Magnetic North Adventures got you playing in the background. Thank you, Shearbear. I'll be playing them tonight. Last night I played West Country Mudlarks. Rubberneck says, Uncle Hairball's funny. Thanks for the laughs. He is funny, isn't he? Uncle Hairball says, hi, Violet. Magnetic North says, I love orange Shearbear and respect purple one a lot, right? Orange and purple Shearbear are great. Uncle says, hi, Hector. Shearbear says, I wonder since you took the wrenches away if that's what's attracting new peeps. I don't know. It's nothing personal. I don't know why people are taking it so personally. It's nothing personal at all. Hector says, hi, Magnetic. Jenny says, hi, Hector. Jenny says, hi, Violet. Shearbear says, hi, Magnetic North Adventures. Hector says, hey, Uncle. Rubberneck, Paul, have you been in a fist fight? Ooh, I'm gonna put that one up. Sonal, hello, Miss Daisy, like from this channel. Blue Smurfy Sonal's back. Hey, Smurfy Sonal. Welcome back. Hector says, hi, Jenny. Uncle Hairball says, Rubberneck, are you glad I could help? Magnetic North says, Shearbear, it does attract new as people think it's a mod party. Oh, I never thought about that. Yeah, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, I never thought about it like that, Lee. That's good to know, though. Sonal says, hello, Lee. Magnetic North says, thanks, Shearbear and Daisy. You are welcome. Shearbear says, that makes sense. Sonal says, I never take things personally. Thank you, Sonal, because it's not personal against anybody. Thank you, Anne. It is easier to connect. I totally agree with you 100%. It is. Because if you search Anne's Place, you might get 4 or 5 different Anne's Place or more, right? I totally get it. Uncle said, if somebody takes it too personally, that sounds like them problem. I don't understand why everyone's upset. I don't get it. Do they come here just to make connections, or do they come here to talk to me? Right? I don't know. If somebody wants their link dropped, please just express that you want your link dropped, and somebody will drop it. All right? Shearbear, I'm not taking it personal at all, just noticing a lot of, thank you, Shearbear, thank you. And so I find it easier to connect with, but it makes no difference. Right, I know, Anne, I know you. Same here, Shearbear. Jeff Rubin's here. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Jeff says, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jeff. Kelly, I didn't even notice my wrench was gone yesterday. I just came in and started yakking. I know, me too, right? I don't even notice. Like right now, I couldn't tell you who has one and who doesn't. And says, hi, Jeff. Robert Nex is right. If you enter a chat and everyone is blue and you're in regular, it makes you feel like, yeah, I've been in chats like that. Mm-hmm. Sherbert says, I know someone asking about all the mods the other day, and now I see new peeps, so I guess it does attract new peeps. Yeah, I don't know, Sherbert. Maybe we're just getting a little lucky. Someone says, LOL, Kelly. Magnetic North, just something we noticed in the UK, and here, no one mods 100%. People just a handful to keep the channel safe from harm to help each other. Right. I'm going in more channels where it's not all modded up, and I see that is how it's supposed to work. I'm here no matter what color you make me. Thank you, Sheer Bear. Oh, Sheer Bear, thank you. Because honestly, I could start to cry when I think about it. Like, what is the big deal? I don't understand. And since there's many people I can't give a shout out on my list because I can't find their channels between all the many. Yep. I totally get it. If you put Daisy May in the search bar, you're going to come up with many Daisy Mays. I get it. Yep. Elise says, good morning, Jeff. Robert Next, I bet some come in just for promotion. They do. And others just here to be with you and everyone else. Right. Yep. There's some people that come here just to promote themselves because they have a new short out, they have a new video out, and they come in, they say that, and then they leave. They're not here to chit chat. They're not here to sit and have, talk to me. They're not here to find out about how I'm doing or how my chat's doing. They're here to tell us to go to their channel, and I'll promote people's channels myself. They don't have to come in here and say that. Now, if you come in here and you want to shoot the breeze and talk about your new content, I'm all for that. Yep. California Dreamin', in my other channel, there was one of the problems, too many mods. I never really gave it any thought, guys. I just thought I was going to take them away and start over. That's all. Uncle Harlow says, I came here from 21, was just going to check things out, then decided to put my feet up and stay a while. Thank you, Uncle. I love that so much. Hey, Terry. Terry's here. Hello, Terry. How are you, Terry? Thank you for stopping in. Terry. Share Bear says, good morning, Terry. Magnetic North says, hi, Terry. Terry says, Share Bear. Someone says, Share Bear, maybe they come in here to be blue. Jeff Ruman says, my wrench, did I get in the naughty corner? You did not, Jeff. You did not get in the naughty corner, no. Jenny says, hi, Terry. Terry says, North. Someone says, Daisy May, you're awesome with the wrench or without a wrench. Thank you, Sonal. So are you. So are you. Hector says, nobody seems to get my reference about driving Miss Daisy. Maybe I'm the only one who still remembers this movie, or maybe it's just not that funny. I love it, Hector. Driving Miss Daisy. When we had our boat, I used to say that. Come on, it's time to go drive a Miss Daisy. My husband will drive the boat, and I'd sit in the front of the boat and enjoy it. And we didn't even have Daisy then, and I still said it. It's like driving Miss Daisy. I get it, Hector, I get it. She says, LOL, Sono. Kelly, oh my gosh, Sono, you're about nature now? Jenny says, I'm here regardless when I can pop in. Thank you, Jenny. Appreciate that so much. Sono says, hello, Hector, good to see you. Sono says, LOL, Kelly. Hector says, Sono, hi there. Shara says, don't be upset. No one likes change, and it's just different. I know. I know it's a change. I know it's an adjustment. It just seems like all the changes I've been making lately that I think are good. Like so many people are complaining about, I bought that new camera. I thought it'd make it easier for me. And people have been saying, oh, do horizontal. Let's place grab a horizontal. So, I use the expense, and then, nobody likes it. And then the wrench thing. The wrench thing was nothing personal. It was just something I decided to do. That's all. So, I apologize if I upset anybody. If I made anybody mad or upset, I apologize. Ann says, yeah, I scroll till I see your dog. Then I can add you to my list in my community page. Kelly says, what the heck? I stepped away for a second. Magnetic North says, same. If I'm going to be busy, I'll let you know the day before so I know I'm safe. Thank you, Lee. Sherbert says, hi, Kelly. Rubberneck says, it's not Miss Daisy's intention to be mean. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Rubberneck. Someone says, oh, my Hector makes me laugh. Callie says, hi, Share Bear. Share Bear says, anyone wants their link dropped to drop theirs, just have to ask. Sir Uncle Buck, I got 2 emergency floats. Crazy if I'm regularly. Hi, Sir Uncle Buck. Welcome. Jeff says, I see what we are talking about. I found a lot of nice channels to watch through you, Daisy. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Hector says, hey, Sono, California Dreamin'. I actually like being naked in the chat. It gets interesting to see if I get timed out or through a wrench. I'm a mod in so many channels, I can't keep up with supporting everyone. Reptile, Miss Daisy, you make me dizzy, and I love you from the top of my heart. Oh, thank you, Reptile. Thank you. Kelly, how did you take them away without being on a live? I just want 6 in a room. I was getting the live ready yesterday before Scrabble. I was getting the live set up with that new camera, and when I was in the control room, it would let me unmod all the mods, so I unmodded them all before I went live with the Scrabble game. Jenny says, hi, Reptile. Reptile says, hi, Reptile. Magnetic North says, hi, Reptile. Someone says, Miss Daisy May Hector is the most funniest person I met. Jenny says, hi, sir. Sherbert says, hi, Jeff. Remington Page, hey there, love, I'm back. Hi, Remington Page, I remember you. Welcome back. Remington Page, welcome back. Sir Uncle says, 20 years retired. Nice, Uncle. Uncle Hairbo says, I met Jessica Tandy once. She was such a super... You met her? Awesome. Jenny says, hi, Remington. Sherbert says, Remington Page, good to see you again. Handmaid says, don't let it get to you. Thank you. Thank you, Handmaid. Thank you. I'm trying. It just seems like sometimes you take like 2 steps forward, you take 65 steps backwards, you know? So, thank you, Handmaid. Kelly says, LOL, Uncle. Terry says, I pop in and out as I can. I'm a truck driver, so I'm in and out. Oh, I'm mostly out. Thank you, Terry, though. I appreciate you being here every time you stop by. Terry C., thank you. Reptile says, hi, Jenny. How you doing? Remington Page, I'm here for you if you need anything. Thank you, Remington Page. Jenny says, good, and you? She versus Daisy, plus when people see changes, they worry something happened. Right. Right. Hector, why would anyone want to be a mod? It's a lot of work. Yesterday, the channels I'm a mod on streamed at the same time. It was a mess, right, Hector? People just want a wrench. Yeah. It's just a wrench. That's right, Sono. Reptile says, same. Lee says, we all love our Daisy May. Aw. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. It's just a little upsetting. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Ann says, oh, Kelly, my video of yesterday is doing so good. I'm so surprised. Oh, you're Ann. Ann, your videos are great. You do great videos, Ann. The music's great. The Video itself is great. The editing is great. Good job, Ann. Good job. Hey, Lumi. Luminary Shine Fishing. Hi, Miss Daisy. Hi, Lumi. How's it going? Oh, so good to see ya. Right, you're right, Sherber. You get more exposure. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to try to find a balance, right? Luminary Shine Fishing. Sherber says hello. Kelly says, thus is your place, Daisy. You don't need to worry about a thing if people don't like it. Go somewhere else. That's right. That's right. Rubbernecks, do not please everyone. You can't. I keep telling everybody this. And I don't know why I'm so upset about it. I love you no matter what. Thank you, Remington Page. Luminary Shine Fishing says, hi, Share Bear. Uncle says, Daisy May, they'll get over it. Thank you. This is your house, not your job to please everybody. That's right. All right. We're all right. I'm okay. Hector, cheer up, Daisy. Come on, don't be sad. Thank you. Ann says, I'm not upset, Kelly. I'm just going to rage quit. Ann, oh my God, Ann, you're so funny. Rubberneck right on Uncle. Reptile, Miss Daisy, my hand raised up. Jenny says, hi, stay tuned. Jeff says, hi, Sherbert Magnetic North. Rubberneck says, that's not her boat. Magnetic North has got you, so I can do that before start. Thank you. Sonos is sorry. It's okay. I'm okay. Hector, Sono, I have no idea. One of these channels I'm the only mod on. He's got like 4,000 subs. Rubberneck says, please no cussing. Thank you, Lee. Uncle says, stay. Yep. Hector, I mean, my fingers still hurt from all the typing. Magnetic North says, hi, Remington. Rubberneck says, thanks, Uncle. Sono says, Hector, same here. Magnetic North says, hi, Lumi. Rubberneck says, you're perfectly fine, Daisy. No worries. Thank you, Rubberneck. I'm a mess. Don't cry. You have no... Hi, stay tuned. You don't know anything about me, okay? Thank you for stopping and stay tuned, but you don't know anything about me. Yeah, lots of planes today, right? If they unsub, it's their loss. Aw, thank you, Sono. You're so sweet. You truly hold a special place. Oh, thank you, Remington Page. You're so kind. Terry, trust me, Daisy, I've been in a lot of channels. I never thought modding everyone was a good idea. It does hurt a lot of feelings. I know. Right, Terry? Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Terry. So says Hector, I'm modding 30 channels. I got a headache. Jenny says, love watching. It's so relaxing. Thank you, Jenny. Daisy, please don't cry. My tea's really good this morning. Oh, good, Jeff. I will stop and have a sip. Thank you, Jeff. Rubberneck says, okay, cheer her up. Avoid out cuss words and be polite. Thank you, Rubberneck. Hector says, Sono. I'd probably quit YouTube if I had this much. I go live in the wilderness. Magnetic North Adventures. Kelly, grab some more tea. We love you. Oh, thank you, Lee. I love you, too. I love you guys, too. Magnetic North Adventures, thank you. You are so kind and so generous. Thank you. Lumi, I've been thinking about doing the same. People abuse the power. It wasn't anybody did anything wrong. No, nobody did anything wrong. I just decided to do it. So Hector, I had to quit modding in some channels. I don't even go. Kelly, so many people come here for you and what you do for us. You work hard. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly. Uncle Hairball says, hi, luminaries. Sure versus Mary's gigs if you want to be a mod. Yeah, Mary can go back up. Sure, of course. Anybody got to get a joke, Rubberneck, please. Luminary says, hi, Uncle Hairball. Hey, beautiful Luminary, says Tori. Sono says, hello, Lumi. Rubberneck says, Uncle, you got a joke to make Miss Daisy laugh, please. Jenny says, hi, Luminaries. Luminary says, hi, Sono, good to see ya. What do you call a beautiful flower, Miss Daisy May? Aw, thank you, Sono. Thank you. Luminary says, hi, California Dreamin'. Rubberneck says, oh, that's nice, Sonal. You squirrel, hear a squirrel? Yeah, I think it was in the tree right there. Mary Y. Keeper, I checked. The messages says, Lee, Sonal. Rubberneck, I started misspelling twice. Remington, your soul is beautiful. And your mind, too. You make the world a beautiful place. Thank you, Remington Page. You are so kind. Luminary says, me too, Magnetic. Rubberneck says, LOL. Luminaries, EEE. California Dream and Mary, please. What's the matter? Is that my Mary's Gigs? Mary, what's the matter? All Things Country. Hey, All Things Country. Welcome, All Things Country. Good to see you. Oh, thank you, Rubberneck. Sonal says, hello, All Things Country. Stay tuned. Why are you upset? Please be happy. Lee says, hi, ATC. Uncle says, hello, All Things Country. Luminaries Shine Fishing says, hi, Jenny's Cozy. California Dreamer says, ATC, hey. All Things Country says, hi, Sonal, Share Bear. Mary's Gigs, plus not everyone wants to be a mod, and it isn't like that. You know, Kelly, she just started all over. It was nothing. Oh, is Mary upset? It's nothing against anybody. If you want it, just let me know. Share Bear says, hi, All Things Country, and hi, Uncle Hairball. Jeff says, yesterday, 3 channels that I watch unsubbed everybody like you did. You are a trendsetter. I'm glad to hang out with you cool people. Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for being here, Jeff. All Things Country says, hi, Sherbert. Hi, California. Uncle says, nice catch, Lee. Lumi says, hi, ATC. Someone says, wow, Lee, you are quick on that one. Thank you, Lee. All Things Country says, hi, Magnetic North. And hi, Lumi. Rubberneck says, good job, Lee. Someone says, what is the troll's favorite dinner? Hot Pockets. Hector, please don't be upset. Thank you, Hector. You're right. I know. I'm sorry. And it says, why are people saying stuff to Mary's Gigs when I don't see her name here? Yeah, it says Mary's Gigs and then she retracts. I don't know what's the matter. Rubberneck says, LOL, Sonal. Remington says, I'm just happy to be in your presence and blessed to know you. And I feel the same way with all of you. Thank you, Remington. Sonal says, well said, Hector. Sonal says, LOL, Rubberneck. Rubberneck says, she keeps removing her comments. Oh, yeah, I just see that they're retracted. I don't know. Lee says, Uncle, it's why we're here to help catch, prevent unhappiness. Thank you, Lee. Yep. Sherbert says, yes, Mary's upset. Oh, Mary's upset about the mod thing? Mary, why are you upset about the mod thing? Two, good morning. Hey, Brent. I got to run right away, but just wanted to drop a note to everybody. Appreciate you, Miss Daisy. Thank you, 222. Thank you, Brent. You have a wonderful day, okay? Sherbert says, good morning to Brent. Hector says, Sonal. How the world is Sonal, and we will all survive and strive. We have to. Kelly says, good morning and bye, 222. Jenny says, gotta head out and start my day. Y'all pop in later if I see you on Daisy. Thank you, Jenny's Cozy Corner. Thank you, so kind of you. Uncle Hairball says, troll sniper, hey. Rubberneck, Mary, there's really no reason to be upset. You're possibly misunderstanding the situation. Magnetic says, hi, 22. Sherbert says, hey, Jenny's Corner, have a lovely day, a blessed day. Rubberneck says, please reach out to Miss Daisy and talk it out. I don't know, what is the matter? Mary, what is the matter? Magnetic North says, have a great day, Jenny. Jenny says, thank you, Share Bear. Thank you, Magnetic. All Things Country, the mod issue isn't with the creators like us, it's on YouTube. You shouldn't have to make people moderators and give them power over others just so they can connect. Thank you, All Things Country, because everybody's really upset about it. Not everybody. It's about 50-50. 50% of people are like, it's whatever. And the other 50 are like, okay, see ya. Like, you only come here to make connections with people, or do you come here to like see me? Do you come here to talk to me? Do you come here to talk to my friends? Or is this just a stepping stone? And for many people, it is just a stepping stone. But Mary is my friend. I mean, Mary's my friend. And it was nothing against her. If she wants it back, it's all she's got to say is, hey, girl, make me blue, girl. Right? I have no problem with Mary at all. None. She did nothing wrong. Nobody did anything wrong. That's it. Thank you, All Things Country. Remington Page, if you ever come down under, you have a place to stay. Aw, thank you, Remington Page. Awesome. Lisa's Mary Skiggs, if you want to talk it through, speak. Yeah. Come on, Mary. What's the matter? Just talk to me. Come on, people. Get happy. Thank you, Rubberneck. Florida's the best, RJ. Magnetic says, agree, ATC, well said. RJ, I'm from Cleveland. Welcome. You're from Cleveland? Welcome, welcome. Lumi says, I agree, ATC. Kelly says, Rubberneck Partridge family. That's right. The Partridge family, yes. Lee says, hi, RJ. Someone says, just a wrench. RJ says, hi. North Texas Bird Peter. Andrew, hi, Andrew. Andrew says, hello, everyone. Hello, Andrew. She made a members-only post. She's taking it personally. Okay. Uncle says, gee, thanks, Rubberneck. Now I got the Partridge family in my head, right? Yeah. Lisa says, hi, Andrew. Sharebriz says, hi, RJ. Rubberneck says, sorry. Uncle Harold says, LOL. RJ says, hi. RJ says, hi. I'm not mad at you, Daisy. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Harry Vlogs. Hi, Harry. Welcome, Harry. Welcome. Rubberneck says, I mean, think about it. Most of you have your own channels. You must deal with these same issues. Yeah, I don't have a problem in any channel I go to, whether I'm modded or I'm not. I don't understand. Jeff says, I come here to meet people and find new channels and hang out with you. There you go. And hang out with us, right? There you go. I love you, Miss Daisy, and you have my support always. Beside YouTube is making changes to the rules. I want your channels to keep growing. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you, California Dreamin'. Thank you, Tori. So kind of you. Grumpy, I just like fellow Florida channels and love the vibe here. Thank you, Grumpy's Laid Back Carvings. Thank you. Someone says, this comment deserves a pin. Harry says, hi, Miss Daisy. Hi, Harry Vlogs. Lee says, Kelly, you never be a stepping stone. I'd rather collapse my channel completely and keep a friendship. I'm here for the conversation. Thank you, Lee. And that's how I feel about you. That's how I feel about you too, Lee. Andrew says, I wish I could come here more often. Definitely here for chat. And Kelly, thank you, Andrew. I love when you do stop by, and I love your stream as well. Thank you, Andrew. Partridge family, come on, get happy. There you go. Come on, get happy. Magnetic North says, hi, Harry. Hector says, we got to chat and hang out with one of the few kind people left in this world. And you care about a blue wrench? You Thank you, Hector. Soul says, please. Thank you, Sono. Sherbert says, good morning, Andrew. Harry says, hi, Magnetic North. Sono says, LOL, Hector. Rubber next, I hear that, Hector. Remington says, you're a blessing. Oh, thank you, Remington Page. Thank you. Peter Pan. Hello, Peter Pan. Peter Pan says hello together. Hey, Peter Pan, how are ya? Welcome, Peter Pan. Hector says, LOL. Someone says, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry, be happy. There you go. Magnetic North says, hi, Peter Pan. Rubberneck says, well, maybe this wrench thing is exposing some people for who they are, and that's not a bad thing to know. I don't understand the problem. I really don't. Lumi says, hi, Peter Pan. Someone says, Rubberneck, third typo. Hector says, 50 likes. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ann says, I'm not on YouTube much these last week or two because I'm battling health. And yes, Ann. But Susan and myself, again, I'll be back pestering you all with silly jokes. I love you, Ann. I know you got a lot going on. Is your hubby home? And how's your tooth? My friend Ann. Is hubby home? And how's your tooth? Ann's got a lot going on. I love that you stop in with all your pain and all the stuff you got going on, Ann. Thank you. Thank you so much. Kelly says, I wrenched my whole body yesterday when I fell. Yes, Kelly, how you feeling? Are you sore today? Peter Pan says, hi, Magnetic. Lumi, hello, everyone. Sorry, too many names to type. That's right, Peter. Just say hi, everybody. Magnetic North says, agree, Rubberneck. Those who stay are true friends and supporter of channel. That's right. Thank you, Lee. Shibber says, Ann, LOL, you better. Someone says, Hector, go ahead and make fun of me. Hector says, Sono, you calling people out on typos? Come on, man. He's the typo king. Sono. Magnetic says, Ann, we love you. Praying to get you all soon. Yes. Yes, we love you, Ann. Sono says, LOL, Hector. Ann says, yes, and still aching tooth. So the hubby's home. When you going to the dentist? Hubby's home. I'm glad that he's home. I'm glad he's home and glad he's safe. And I'm sure you're happy that he's home. When are you going to get that tooth done? Kelly says, you can't understand the problem because it's not your problem, Daisy. No need for apologies. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Yes, Daisy, it'll be fine. Uncle says, Kelly heard, well said. Terry, Mary had a bad experience a few months ago. Oh, my channel, they removed her wrench and they started talking nasty about her. Oh. Oh, well, that's not going to happen here. I love Mary, and there's no... Thank you, Terry, for letting me know that. I'll talk to Mary. It's absolutely nothing against anybody. Praying for anyone that needs prayers. I know I could use a few. Oh, thank you, Tori. Praying for everyone that needs prayers, and she could use a few herself. Many prayers sent your way. So says Hector, I know. Kelly says, Uncle, thumbs up. Ann says, Dennis wants the tooth healed first. Oh, okay. Geez, Ann. Uncle says, well, that ain't worth a fart in a hurricane. Lee says, California sending prayers your way. Thank you, Lee. Ann says, the dentist. Yeah. Someone says, sending you prayers, Tori. Robert next says, LOL, Uncle. We love Mary. I love Mary. Yes. It's nothing at all against Mary at all. Nothing. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Ashley. How's it going? Ashley says, good morning. Magnetic North says, morning, Ashley. Ashley, how you feeling? How are you feeling, young lady? Sonal Troll Slayer also needs prayers. He's in the hospital and still no word. Oh, still no word yet? All right. Prayers for Troll Slayer. Yes, Sonal, thank you. Keep us posted if you hear anything. I'm feeling better. I'm just growing my tummy. Yeah. Right, Ashley? Ashley's pregnant, everybody. Yeah. Uncle says, hi, Ashley. Rubberneck praying for the Troll Slayer. I know you're worried, Sonal. Lee says, okay, Sonal sending for a Troll Slayer. California Dreamin', thank you all. I feel like I can't do anything with this boot on, and I'm used to being mobile, right? And it all of a sudden like stops you, right? Yeah. Someone says, thank you, Rubberneck. Ashley says, hello, Uncle. And says, my keyboard is packing up too. I need to smack it before it would type some letters. Jeff says, I watch Mary every day and I found her through you. I love Mary. It's nothing against anybody. Hector, I'm not really religious, but I'm sending positive vibes to you. Thank you, Hector. Thank you so much, Hector. I appreciate that. Someone says, thanks, Lee. Lee says, I have to go now, folks. Stay blessed and try to have a good day. Sending positivity and prayers to all. Thank you, Magnetic North Adventures. Thank you, Lee, so much. You have a great rest of your day. Keep resting. And we will see you soon. Everybody, make sure you check out Magnetic North Adventures. Thank you so much, Lee. I appreciate you. Someone says, take care, Lee. Rubberneck says, love that. Ashley's bringing a beautiful soul into the world. Such a blessing, Ashley. Yes. Ashley is, yep. Sweetie, sweet. Someone says, Lee. Sherber says, what's wrong with Troll Slayer? Someone says, hi, Ashley. Kelly says, bye, Magnetic. Peter Pan, take care, Magnetic. Magnetic North says, bye now. Bye for now, all. Take care, Lee. Magnetic North Adventures. Uncle Hairball sending now good mojo. Thank you, Uncle. Hector says, bye, Magnetic. Rubberneck says, that's kind, Hector. No. No. Daisy, come here, baby. It's okay. No. Daisy. Stop
Hey,
it.
what are you doing?
Stop it.
What are you doing, crazy one?
Hi, Danny. Rubberneck says, that's kind, Hector. Sharebear says, love to Hector. Uncle Hairball says, take care, Magnetic North Adventures. Ann says, it's not very easy to find an English keyboard in this country. Oh, right, Ann. Right. Terry says, hey, I just noticed I don't have my rent either. And everyone loves Uncle Terry. Wait, what does that mean? Uncle Terry. I just noticed I don't have my rent. Hector says, hey, Rubberneck Prayer. Sharebear says, have a blessed day, Magnetic North. Ann says, it's rare and super expensive. Oh, your rent, Terry, gotcha. Rubberneck says, bye, Lee. Magnetic North says, oh, before I go, Kelly, I'll be out tomorrow, so I'll not be on. I'm in the river with a friend. Oh, okay, Lee, enjoy that. Look forward to your videos. Magnetic North, hey, you have fun doing that. We'll see you whenever we see you. No worries. Uncle Hairball says, woof. Andrew says, have a good day, Lee. Hey, Andrew, how's it going down there in Texas? Someone says, Sharebear, he's been sick for the past week. All things country, some folks see wrenches as a sign of acceptance and respect. Some see them as a way to connect. Some abuse them. Again, it's on YouTube. Really, only 2 to 3 people per channel should have one. Thank you, All Things Country. Thank you, All Things Country, because people are upset with me. And it's nothing personal. Ann says, enjoy it, Magnetic. Jeff says, Magnetic North has a great show. Anybody hasn't seen him needs to go watch him. Yes. Magnetic North Adventures is wonderful. Lumi says, Daisy says, this is my show. Where's my airtime? Right on, Lumi. Kelly says, good morning, sweet Daisy dog. Rubberneck says, okay, Magnetic, have fun. Be careful, friend. Kumari, hey, Kumari, welcome. Kumari says, good morning. Hey, Kumari. Lumi says, hi, Kumari. All Things Country says, hey, Kumari. Kelly says, hi, Kumari. Magnetic North says, Thursday, I'll be in on Friday. All right. We'll see you then, Lee. Have a good day. Solon says, hello, Kumari. Ann says, I'm going to see it. If I can clean the darn keyboard, maybe that helps. See you later. Bye, Ann. Thanks for being here, Ann. Have a good rest of your day if we don't see you, all right? Hector says, do I really need to remind you to hit the like button? Come on, people. It's not that far up the screen, right? Thank you, Hector. Uncle Hairball says, hi, Kumari. Someone says, people unsub from my channel because of a wrench. Don't know why. Sharebear says, good morning, Kumari. Kumari says, hi, Luminaries. Jeff says, All Things Country is another great show I watch every time it's on. I try to catch it when I can. Yep, good show for sure. Sorab, hey, Sorab. Sorab says, hello, everyone. Welcome back, my friend. Sorab's back. Uncle Hairball says, take care, Ann's Place. Kelly just emojis. Thank you, Kelly. All Things Country says, cheers, Jeff. Kumari says, hi, Kelly. Someone says, Hector, I think my typo fumes affect everyone today. Kumari says, Sonal, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for being here. It is actually, what day is it? It's Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. 9:36 a.m. on the east coast of Florida, on the east coast of the United States. Kumari says, hello, Uncle Hairball. Hector says, Sonal is spreading. Sharebear is using the emoji. Thank you, Sharebear. Andrew says, time to get some work done. Thank you for hosting such a great channel, Daisy. Thank you, Andrew. Hope everyone has a great day, and I'll be back later. Thank you, Andrew, and I'll stop by you as well. North Texas Bird Feeder, Andrew, everybody. Thank you, Andrew. Wonderful person, wonderful channel. Lumi says, hi, Jeff. Rubberneck says, people with channels can try whatever to bring people in, but people will go where they want to. Yeah, that's true. They will watch what they want. So trying to manipulate things really doesn't work. If it doesn't work, and if it does work, it doesn't last. You cannot control what people watch or where they go on YouTube. That's right, Rubberneck. Yep. You can only love the people that come to see you. Right. Kumari says, good morning to Sharebear. Kelly says, Sonal, you're getting everyone riled up, LOL. Right on. Uncle says, I look at it this way. If somebody leaves because of a stupid wrench, then me and or my content didn't mean much to them in the first place. So there's that door. Don't forget your coat. Slam. Kelly, I don't even know how to lasso. It's a soda. It's called freedom of choice. And we have freedom of choice. Exactly. That's exactly right. Luminary says, we can be green. You can be green or blue or gray. Does it matter? I mean, in the big scheme of things, does it really matter? No, it doesn't. It really does not matter. Kelly says, LOL. Hector says, agreed, uncle, right? It is what it is. It's nothing personal. I'm so sorry. And that's it. I don't even want to talk about it anymore, honestly. It's draining my energy, and I only have so much energy per day, guys. And I don't want to just be upset about it all day. Sometimes channels will get big, but then they collapse. All depends on the creator and what they're doing. Yeah, it is what it is. It's nothing personal. And I'm just going to leave it, right? I love you guys for being here. I love that you take time out of your day to come and spend it with me. Whether it's here having tea or playing Scrabble or doing a crossword puzzle or playing trivia. Thank you all for being here. Uncle says, cups empty again. Let's let out a long, quiet growl. Enjoying that coffee, huh, Uncle? Subject change. Let's talk about typos. There you go. Hey, Demon. Hey, what's up? Demon, welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Another plane. Grumpy, did your neighbor get rid of their boat? No, it must be... He must be getting some work done to it. He must be getting some work done to it. Devin says, yo. Demon. Excuse me, Demon. Callie, Daisy is so done, y'all. We need to be done too. Life's too short for stuff like this. Right, Callie? There you go, Callie. Thank you. Hector, Miss Daisy, that match game yesterday was really difficult. Please pick easier games. I'm not as dumb as... You're not dumb. Verminax, he's drove off on the boat, but it hasn't come back. Maybe he went on the ocean cruise for a few weeks. No, he's here. He's over there. His boat's not over there, but he's there. What is the typewriter favorite soup? Type O. Sonal. Alphabet soup. Alphabet letter soup, right? Oh, yes, repairs. Yeah. And he got it just about a year ago. So it's about a year old. So it's probably in for all kinds of service. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Hector swears a tomato. You know why I call you butter, Sonal? Because he's smooth. Because he melts. Yeah. Hector, but it won't work. But hey, it won't work. You know why I call you butter? Hi, Angel and Stitch. Hey, Stitch love. Hey, Stitch, how's it going? Someone says, Kelly typos? Ashley says, hello, Kelly. Hello, Ashley. Kelly says, because he's on a roll. He's butter. He's on a roll. That's right. I'm like butter. Hector says, yup, LOL. Someone says, Kelly, LOL. Stitches, how are you? I'm good, Stitch. How about yourself? Thanks for being here. Uncle says, hi, Stitch. Hey, Stitch, how's it going? Hi, Uncle Hairball. Stitch, how you doing today? Hector says, all right, I'm off to work again. Stay positive. Have a great day, Miss Daisy. Thank you, Hector. Thank you for all your love and positivity. Hector, you have a great day, too. Thank you so much. Sherber says, hi, Ashley, and hi, Stitch. Stitch says, I'm horrible. Why are you horrible, young lady? Uncle says, Kelly heard that. I thought you were going to say because he's smooth like that. That's what I said, because he's smooth. Yeah. Hector says, good day, everyone. Good day, Hector. Thank you so much. Stitch says, hi, Share Bear. Ashley says, hello, Share Bear. Blowing the fumes away, says Sono. Kelly says, LOL, Uncle. Sono says, take care, Hector. Bye, Hector, says Kelly. Ashley says, I'm still trying to get it in my head that I'm pregnant. How far along are you, Ashley? Stitch says, I'm sunburned and it hurts. You have any aloe? Do you have any aloe, Stitch? Put some aloe on. Uncle says, take care, Hector. Yeah, take care, Hector. Thank you for being here, Hector. Sorry, guys. Almost 4 months? Almost 4 months, wow. I keep my aloe in the fridge. Oh, that's a good idea, Kelly. Uncle, I'm taking Viagra for my sunburn. It doesn't cure it, but it keeps the sheets off my legs. Uncle, we needed that. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? She kept running away from the ball. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, thank you guys. We needed that. Oh. That's so funny. Is Daisy outside? Yes, she is. Want to see her? Hi. Want to say hi? Seriously? Hi. Hi. There you go. There's your daily dose of Daisy. Thank you, guys. What did the horse say after falling? Help, I've fallen. I can't giddy up. Oh, Rubberneck, that's so cute. I need to try Viagra, Uncle. Terry. Oh, cutie pie. I've started wearing maternity clothes. Good, Ashley, that's awesome. Belly rubs, that's right. That's Daisy, guys. Insta melt. Yep. Seriously, rub that belly. That always cheers me up. My pups, they do. They love it. They love it. You're welcome, Stitch. Not only Troll Slayer, I'm worried about Nana too. What about Nana? Wait, Nana a 5? Yvonne? Rubberneck. Oh, we're missing the sound of the cat's purr or something, right? Yep. I rescued my little Dixie from being abandoned and living under a building. She's the craziest little dog. She's such a funny girl. Aw, Kelly, that's so cute. That's the neighbor's cat, yeah. Yeah, that's the neighbor's cat. Mm-hmm. Proud Nana. Oh, okay. Troll Slayer's wife. Aw. Well, hopefully we'll hear some good news today, Sono. Everybody's praying for Troll Slayer. Mm-hmm. Wow. So we're going to come back this afternoon with Scrabble, okay, 2 o'clock. We're coming at 1:30 probably with match game. I think we're going to do a match game at 1:30, then Scrabble. All right? So everybody knows. Kitty wants that special attention. Yes, she does. Ashley, I'm going to my doctor's office today to see how many babies I'm going to have. What? Tokur? What place of U.S.? Oh, hello, Tokir? Tukir? This is the United States. Yes, this is the United States. Mm-hmm. Rubberneck, I think that cat next door is trying to tell his owner something. Maybe the cat is having some kind of health issues, like an infection or something. Is pretty loud. He does it all the time, though. Actually, I think it's a she. But she does that all the time. That makes that noise. I don't know why. Peter says, hi, friends, I'm back. Hi, Peter, welcome back. Uncle says, thank you, Daisy, mate. Thank you, Uncle. Kelly says, hi, Peter, welcome back. Ashley says, I feel like I'm bigger than I'm supposed to be for being my first pregnancy. Okay. Uncle says, Rubberneck, she ain't sick. She's... All right, we're going to take that down. All right, we're going to take that down. Or maybe the cat does it all the time and it's just a loud talker. But in my opinion, cats do that loud meow when something's wrong. Yeah, she does it all the time. She did it yesterday, too, when we were on tea time. Mm-hmm. Paul, hey, Paul. Checking in from Minnesota. Welcome back, Paul. How's it going? Paul from Minnesota. Welcome, Paul. Uncle says, sorry, that's okay. Oh, yes, Uncle, that could also be the case if she's not fixed. I think she is fixed, though, but I think she's fixed. Rubberneck says if she's older, definitely could be kidneys or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know much about that cat next door. SS says, hi, SS. Rubberneck says, my old cat got really loud at the end. He was trying to tell me. Oh, wow, really, Rubberneck? Oh, wow. Paul, you in Florida? Yes, Paul, I am in Florida, yeah. I love that cat. Still do. Always will. I hear ya. Sono, don't worry, Daisy. They will come around. You know what? It is what it is, guys. Hi, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. How's it going? Grumpy. They got that litter. Their changes color. See if some. Yeah, they do. Yeah. He wasn't feeling good. Oh, so sorry, Rubberneck. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Cher Bear says, good morning, Rebecca. Rebecca says, hey, Cher Bear. Paul says, we've had our weather in Minnesota 90 degrees and humid. Yeah, we have 86 right now. 86 and humid, yeah. Sono says, hello, Rebecca. Peter says, hi, Cher Bear. Rebecca says, hi, Sono. Rubberneck says, what do you call an angry carrot? A steamed carrot. LOL. Kelly, I had a kitty that had a different voice. Had her 24 years. Oh, wow, really, Kelly? Wow. Cher says, LOL, Rubberneck. Sono, oops, I forgot we are done with that topic. Yes, please. Rebecca, I'm doing good, thanks. Hope you are still having a great day today. Hope you are all having a good day. Thank you, Rebecca. Sure am. I sure hope you are. Lisa smiles a lot. Hi, Lisa. She changed her name back. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Sono says, hey, Lisa. Lisa. Cher says, good morning, Lisa. Sono says, hey, Lisa. Lisa farts a lot, LOL. She's now, Lisa smiles a lot. Where do the polar bears keep their money? Where do polar bears keep their money? Where do polar bears keep their money? Rubberneck is here. Rubberneck and Lisa. Rebecca, how's it going over there? Lisa says, been chatting for an hour. Oh, nice. Who you been chatting with, Lisa? In a snowbank. Where do polar bears keep their money? In a snowbank. Get it? A snowbank. That's so cute. Lisa says, here? Why are you not? What? You've been in here for an hour? I didn't see you, Lisa. Lisa, really? You've been here for an hour? I don't know why it didn't show me that you were here. I'm sorry, Lisa. Hey, Lisa, how's it going? Aw, come here and give me a hug. I need a hug. Kelly says, yes, got her in California and moved her to Texas. She was 2 and we got her in a shelter. I wanted a kitten, but she grabbed my hand while I was petting a kitten. And that was it, right? Aw, she picked you. Lisa says, yes, since 8. Oh, Lisa, I'm so sorry, girl. Oh, I'm so sorry. Alexia says, hi, everyone. Hi, Daisy. Hi, Alexia. What would bears be without bees? Alexia says, no one has seen me. Hi, Alexia. Why do carrots go to a therapist every week? Because it has self-esteem issues. Hi, Sono the Sonar. Ears, LOL. What would bears be without bees? Oh, they would be ears. That's so cute, too. That's cute, Rubberneck. Sono says, hello, Alexia. Lisa says, was afraid nobody liked me. No, Lisa, we never even saw you. Hello, Lisa. People were saying hi to Lisa. I'm like, I don't see Lisa. Hi, Lisa smiles a lot. I'm so sorry. Rubberneck says, LOL. Alexia says, hi. And yup, thumbs up. Thank you. Hi, Diane. Diane said hi. Hello, Diane. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. Why do vows wear bells? Why do cows wear bells? Why do cows wear bells? Someone says, why do bananas cannot keep a secret? Because they will slip. Slipping on the banana peels. Diane says, what a nice view. Thank you, Diane. Welcome. It is a pretty nice view, isn't it? Thank you. Because their horns don't work. All right, let's go back. Why do vows wear bells? Cows. Why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Their horns don't work. Get it? Their horns don't work. Got it. Uncle Harold says Lisa smiles a lot. Come on now, you know better than that. Yeah, I never saw her. I never saw her. I'm so sorry, Lisa. There's that cat again. Hear it? Do you folks do a lot of fishing down there? We do not. I don't, but a lot of people do. But I don't. But yes, a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. I love the sky reflected in the water. I know, me too, right? It's so pretty. Lisa, thanks, Uncle. Just need to be reminded now and again. Aw. Hi, Lisa. I'm so sorry I did not see you at all. I hope you guys like my shorts, Sono. Kelly says, typo, it's rubbing on me, Sono. Rubberneck says, what did this toilet say to the other? Oh no, what did the one toilet say to the other? Hello, West Country Mudlarks. Hey, you guys, how's it going? I ran you all night long, and I also ran you this morning as well. Thank you for being here, West Country. Rubberneck says, you looked flushed. What did one toilet say to the other one? You look flushed. Get it? You flushed the toilet. You get it. Uncle says, Lisa, I hear ya. Oh, Kelly says, hi, West Country. Sono says, Kelly, that's impossible. I blew the fumes away. Remington says, good night, Miss Beautiful Daisy May. Good night, Remington Page. Good night. Thank you for coming back. So good to see ya. West Country says, hi, Kelly. Remington says, good night, everybody. Kelly says, hey, Sono, LOL. West Country says, oh, thank you so much, Daisy. You're welcome. You're welcome. West Country says, hi, Sono. Paul says, does the tide affect your water level? Yes. This is ocean water. It comes in and goes out with the tide. Yep. It's actual ocean water. Yes, it is affected by the tide. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uncle Haribo says, hey, West Country Mudlarks. Sono says, hello, West Country. Lisa says, I missed everyone. West Country says, hey, Sono. Rubberneck says, what does corn say when it gets a compliment? Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. That's a cute one, too. That's cute. Lisa says, I missed everyone. Hey, Uncle. Lisa says, hey, Sono. Hey, Lisa. West Country says, hey, Lisa. Sherbert says, good morning, West Country Mudlarks. Rubberneck says, oh, shucks. That's so cute. Sono says, what did the pond say when it's standing in one place? I'm bored. Uncle Haribo says, Lisa, I saw you in there a couple times earlier. Thought you were just lurking. Yeah, I didn't see her. Remington says, I hope you all have a blessed day and as beautiful as you are. Thank you, Remington Page. You are so kind. Thank you, Remington Page. West Country Mudlark says, hi, Sherebear. Lisa says, hey, West Country. Paul says, have you been affected by the hurricanes? Not as of late, no. Knock on wood. Rubberneck says, Lisa smiles a lot. When you came in, your name was Lisa Farts a lot. I'm confused. West Country says, hey, Rubberneck. Kelly says, there was a lot going on. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry, Lisa. Just remember me, Miss. You got it, Remington Page. How can I forget you? No forgetting anybody. Mm-mm. Thank you, Remington Page. Lisa says, I changed to be funny. Lisa. Lisa's always making people smile and laugh. Thank you, Lisa. Carter, hey Carter, welcome back, Carter. Welcome back, Carter. You get it? Welcome back, Carter. Anybody get the reference? Rubberneck says, I figured, LOL. West Country says, hi, Carter. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. There you go. Yes, Rubberneck. Welcome back, Carter. You guys all know it. That's right. Mm-hmm. Right on. In my tag list, there are 2 Lisas. One smiles and one farts. Kelly says, welcome back. Yep, welcome back, Carter. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Marvin, hi, Marvin. Nice vibes. Welcome, Marvin. How are ya? Thanks for stopping by. Hey, Carter. Marvin, new people, welcome in, welcome. Rubberneck says, LOL, right? I love that show. Welcome back, Carter. I still love that show. Such a funny show. Classic. It was classic comedy back then, right? Kelly says, LOL, uncle. Oh, West Country said a membership. Lisa smiles a lot. Got it. Lisa. Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, West Country Mudlarks. Thank you so much. Oh, wait, no, Lisa didn't get it. Sorry about that, Lisa. You already had one. Sorry about that. I'm always trying to make people laugh, but I have a hard time myself. Oh, Lisa, big hugs, girl. Terry C got it. There you go. Thank you, West Country. West Country Mudlarks. Awesome, Terry. There we go. Good. Thank you so much, West Country Mudlarks. Kelly, I wasn't allowed to watch Welcome Back, Kotter. My dad hated it. I've seen reruns. Yeah, it was funny back in the day. What has more lives than a cat? Grumpy says, hey, West Country. Shearbear says, no, Terry got it. Yeah, thank you, Shearbear. It was Terry, yeah. Lisa, we're always here for you. Yes, Lisa. Let us make you smile. West Country says, hi, Grumpy. Hi, Grumpy. All right, we're going to take off, guys. I got to get some breakfast. We're going to be back with Scrabble at 2 o'clock, match game at 1:30. All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, for the love, the memberships, the donations, the emojis, the chat, your love and support, and this ongoing issue about the mod issue. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sonal. Okay. A frog because it croaks. Oh, wait a minute. What has more lives than a cat? A frog because it croaks every day. Rubberneck, I like it. That's so good. West Country says, bye all. Thank you, West Country. We'll see you next time. Shearbear says, have a blessed day. Thank you, Shearbear. You as well. Uncle says, Lisa smiles a lot. Same here. Rubberneck says, croaks. It croaks. Sonal says, take care. See you later, Daisy. Stay you. Thank you, Kelly. Sonal says, Rubberneck, LOL. Rubberneck, hopefully later this afternoon, people will be happier. I hope so. I hope so. Lisa says, have a great morning. I just enjoy being your friend. Thank you, Lisa. And I enjoy you being here. I love that you're just so sweet and kind. See, Wag. Nods will ruin your chat. Hey, see, Wag. Thank you for being here. Grumpy says, have an awesome day. Thank you, Grumpy. You as well. Rubberneck says, peace out. Peace out, y'all. Peace out. My Discord crashed. Oh, no. Handmaid, love you. Oh, thank you, Handmaid. I love you too, young lady. Sonal says, we know. Yeah, Rubberneck says, let's pump it up, people. Pump up the good vibes. Good vibes, good vibes. Thank you, Shearbear and Sonal, for using emojis. And we're out. All right. We'll see you this afternoon after lunch. Thank you, Sonal. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon. All right? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Callie. Thank you, Rubberneck. Thank you, everybody. Oh, I love that. Thank you, guys. Bye.